Hello and welcome to the 10 millionth edition of the Sunday Night Stumbles here on the fabulous Johnny Stumbles YouTube channel. It is Sunday, January 22nd, 7:32 p.m. and the temperature right now is 0 degrees Celsius. And for this one, I'll be heading south down Yonge Street. Yeah, I won't be doing that. But as you can tell, I might already be a few beers deep. R.I.P. Buffalo Bills season, but happy Lunar New Year to everyone out there. I hope you're having a good weekend. It's definitely a very special weekend for a lot of people in this world. It's kind of like their Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving all rolled into one. Lisa says, fuck, what a brutal game. And hello to everyone in the chat. Marie Palmer, Who's Jaw, Sapand, Jenny K, Sheena, Whitby Dude, Action VJ, Estelle, aka Geelong Vibes, TTC Realm, Sanjay in Kingston, Marie Palmer, Amoyo. I think I already said Marie Palmer, but let's say it again. Marie Palmer, 4 times. Brad Palmer, Colette, long time no see. Hello, Colette. Been busy with work. Whitby Dude, Embedded SRAM, Janelle is here. Christopher Haydock, Aunt Barb, CEO Extraordinaire, Vivian Johnson, Uncle Buck, Susie, Everett C. Hello and welcome to the stream. I was actually going to stream earlier today, but it started snowing. My plan was do like an e-scooter video because I was dumb and didn't think it was gonna snow. Come back, do a live stream, watch the Bills, and then have this stream. And then everything got derailed when it started snowing. And rather than do the live stream, I saw like Ken was already streaming, so I just decided to go out and do a regular walking video in the snow. So at least I have that for tomorrow. And here we are for tonight. Janelle says, my Giants, RIP Giants. It was not a good weekend for New York-based football teams in the NFL. Well, I guess the Giants are a New Jersey team, right? They can't claim to, just because it says New York or it says NY in the logo, they play in Jersey. They're not a New York team. Anyways, since I'm already into the alcohol, we're going to take it light with a easy breezy light lager. So cheers to everyone out there, and I hope you're having an awesome start to the week. I said start because it is the first day of the week. This was packaged on May 4th, 2022. May 4th, 2022. That seems a little bit old. Please don't explode over. Yes, this one did not explode. So cheers to everyone. Ali BHG said it snowed, then raining. Now, it's been kind of snowing pretty good today. The forecast said just flurries all night, but it's actually been real snow. Let's see if I can put the weather up there. We'll take that down and let you look at the funky background. Devin says they had a little flurry earlier. And since I don't know how long the stream will be or how long I will last, I've decided to dip into some of the strong stuff, you could say. So let's have a cola-shaped gummy. This is a very strong one, let's say. It's about 6 times what I normally take. So we're just gonna go with this this one. It's pretty strong, and I expect it'll take about 20-30 minutes to get to me, and then the stream will probably end up with me being canceled, at least by I'm not gonna. Anyways, let's just go ahead and take a totally legal, very strong edible. That was very hard to chew, and it's very chewy. Bell Chow says, I noticed it's fine to say Happy Chinese New Year in Chinatown, but in Koreatown or Vietnamese neighborhood, they object. They prefer Happy Lunar New Year. I grew up my whole life saying Chinese New Year. completely ignorant to the fact that it's not really Chinese New Year. When I moved to Korea, they were pretty adamant that it was Lunar New Year and that it was a huge chunk of the world outside of just that one country celebrating it. And it's just as important to them. So they were pretty adamant that it's Lunar New Year. So I totally get it, because I don't know. I'm not very politically correct, but it does seem like they're being excluded from their own holiday by not calling it by its like broader term. I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but I totally get it. I always say Happy Lunar New Year just because of that. Ever since I lived in Korea, it just makes sense. They celebrate it all over Asia and other parts of the world, including here in Canada, right? So there's a lot of Canadians here. So that is, yeah, that's a weird way to start the stream. Anyways, cheers. As we wait for the edible to kick in, TTC Realm says Year of the Rabbit. Laura is here. And what's gross is this edible has left like a slimy, sugary film all over my teeth. And it sounds pretty gross. Connie says, I agreed with you. Kathleen says, hi, Johnny. Glad you agree with me. So what happened yesterday, I went out and I recorded a video through Lunar New Year and through Chinatown during their Lunar New Year celebrations. And this morning, I posted that video, but I recorded a video after that. And during that second video, I captured something that was pretty gross. Where is it? It is this video here that has 48,000 views. I just pulled that up. Oh, it just got 1,000 views in like 10 minutes. 49,000 views. This is pretty gross. Look away if you're not. But I was just like doing what I always do, recording the train rolling in. I didn't even know this was on my video until I got home and I looked at it. And I saw that little twerp like spitting into the train. And for once, the comments on my TikTok are not super negative. Like people, at least not towards me, people can't defend this behavior. Bright future ahead. The parents must be so proud. Trying to look cool in front of his friends, but when he's home, he's a good little boy. Definitely a product of Toronto. That's kind of dumb. Average Toronto resident. Great job, kid. Cue the GIF, but why? Sometimes I want to parent for others. No, I'm not a parent. Does no one parent anymore? In fairness, I think this stupid kid probably has decent parents. I mean, we all grew up with kids that were like total shit disturbers and they came from a good home with good parents. Some kids are just beyond control, but yeah, that happened. I uploaded the same video to YouTube and I don't know. I think TikTok is just a way more like toxic environment. All these videos blow up there, whereas on YouTube, they don't. They get met with like a pretty tepid response. TTC Realm says, who does that? Disrespectful. Yes, I agree. I think probably just a stupid kid, but Devin says he's going through a horrible fucker phase. No one paying attention to him or he'll stick. Or he's like trying to look cool around his friends by acting out. Like just stupid preteen stuff. I really hope he's not a teenager. But yeah, that happened yesterday and I was ready to upload a second video last night to this channel, or I mean to my Strides channel, when I saw that and I was like, let's make this a short instead. So I did. And you know what? I am going to have to brush my teeth. This edible is like caked onto my teeth. It is pretty gross. Let me see here. Walks, snowy. Okay, I will play a video that I recorded today while I go brush my teeth quickly, because this thing is all over and it's pretty gross. So let me put this back. This is actually a failed video. I recorded like 5 minutes of this and then I had to stop recording and start again. So this is not something you're going to see on the main channel. Anyways, here we go. I'll be back. of the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton. And as you can see, we're having a bit of a snowfall at the moment. Leaving some pretty good tracks. So for this one, I'm just going to head on over to Yonge Street. And I'm going to walk north through Midtown. And make my way up to the Yonge Lawrence Village area. Actually, I don't think I can leave over there. I think I have to. Up through these stairs. All right, we are back. Should I just let this play in the background? Pan says little echo sounds make me laugh. Oh yeah, it's playing two ways, right? Through the desktop audio. And my speakers were playing them, and then that was going into the microphone. And then so yeah, it would have sounded like a little bit of reverb. So the teeth are clean. So for this stream, I don't know, we'll just check out some stuff on YouTube and around the internet. I pulled up a few quizzes while I was waiting for this to start, so we could get into that. I found a few that look like they'll be kind of fun. And I had some questions, and if I remember them, we'll get into it. Jenny K says, and take a sip of beer now. This is going to taste gross because my mouth tastes like Crest. All right, let's get a poll going. Let's settle this age-old debate. Are you a Crest person, a Colgate person? I put Aquafresh and Arm & Hammer together. Those seem like the weird people brands. And then a third option. Novell says, Johnny, you should be using Colgate. I never met anyone who uses Crest and you find it disturbing. I use Crest. I get my Crest on Amazon. Yeah, he says, just came to say hello, goodbye. Lisa says Crest or Colgate. 21st Century says Domino's Pizza, home delivery. I got one slice left of my Domino's Pizza. On the Friday stream, I had a wave of super chats come in. I bought myself a large, extra large Brooklyn pizza, actually. Normally I buy the large, but I went for the extra large, and I've been working on it for the past few days. Chatty Cathy says none, whatever is cheaper. Lisa says, I just feel you're more of a whatever is cheapest dude. And Crest has consistently been cheaper. I use the Crest 3D White, and it's been considerably cheaper than Colgate Optic White over the last forever. Jenny K says Crest is the best. Miko Makey says, how many milligrams of THC in the edible you had? 30. Wesley uses Crest as well. Oh, if you are a Colgate user, please unsubscribe. Cancel that Patreon. Cancel that channel membership. Go support Ken. You're at the wrong place. Come on. It's a Crest world. Novell Costa's, your teeth are not something you want to cheap out on. Speaking of which, I have not been to the dentist since the start of the pandemic. Like, I literally went in like January of that year. I guess it's I gotta go get a checkup and full cleaning. Maybe I'll do that while I'm overseas. Since at the start of the pandemic I had health insurance and now I don't. Laura says, what's wrong with Colgate? Can't sleep. Aquafresh, Allie Bates, she says, go to the dentist. Yeah, That should be the next poll question, right? Have you been to the dentist in the last 2 years? Because this is the only time in my life where I haven't. Aunt Barb says, is 30 a lot? I found 5 doesn't really do anything for me anymore. 10 kind of gets me going. 15 really gets me going. 20, I'm in La La Land. So I imagine this is going to put me in outer space. I've actually done this before, but not on a live stream. And usually I do it right before bed. Bash Brennington says, do you floss? Yes, I floss religiously. Ever since I started flossing, I've had like no more cavities, no more problems. Like when I was in my early 20s, I went to the dentist, had a shit ton of cavities, got it all fixed. The dentist was like, you gotta floss. Started flossing religiously, like really good brushing job before bed, really good floss, then like a Listerine, and then like 15 years, actually close to 20 years of not a single cavity or problem. Just, I think, yeah, if you're not flossing, you better start flossing. It makes a world of difference. Laura just had a root canal yesterday. It was super fun. And you're really glad you waited to fill that cavity. All the importance of getting checked out. Mike Tees thought everyone in Canada had health insurance. We don't have vision and we don't have dental, which is stupid because those two things are like just as, if not, you know, they're just as important as any other part of your body. But here in Canada, we don't have either of those. And now we're moving into like a 2-tier healthcare system in Ontario. Thanks to a certain asshole in charge, it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it is what it is. I'm going to pay out of pocket and go to the dentist very soon. The Ottawa Wanderer says, of course, all that red wine you used to drink years ago caused wear and tear on your teeth. Acidic, that red wine. And Barb says, how much do you pay for a dentist visit? I don't know. I've only ever gone under insurance recently in Canada, but overseas in like a checkup, cleaning, and x-rays in like Thailand is like $50. Like it's not, and it's like just as clean and modern as anything here. So I will probably wait until my next vacation. I should have done it on my last vacation. I've been very much slacking off on that. Little XO is here. Hey, Johnny just joined. How's it going? Dahlia here to what? The chat is cut off. All right, let's end this poll here. 39% Crest, 44% Colgate. 10% of you are Aquafresh and or Arm & Hammer users. You're weird. And 7% of you just use your finger and water. Sanjib says, can you make some comment? Maybe. Here's a serious question. I don't know why we're asking this. No silly answers here. But do you floss every day? Whippy Dude just paid $150 for a cleaning. Novell costs, haven't heard details of the Ford health changes. Oh, you don't want to hear. We are... Basically, most healthcare in Ontario is private. But it's private, not for profit. Like the healthcare clinics and the hospitals, a lot of them are private, most of them, but they're private, not for profit. What this asshole is doing is changing the model to private for profit. And he's taking public money, which should have been reinvested in the existing system, and throwing it at these private companies, which includes a very large medical center owned by the Westons. And they're going to be luring away workers from the public system to the private system, workers who we don't have enough of. That's the problem. Like, this doesn't solve anything. The problem is we don't have enough workers because you treat them like shit and you don't pay them enough. So yeah, anyways, it's a disaster, but yeah, that's what's happening. We're moving from private not profit to private for profit, and that's creating tiers. It doesn't solve anything but make that asshole's friends richer. It's really stupid. It makes no sense. And if you think this is a good thing, then go fuck yourself. It's not a good thing. That's my attitude towards it. Anyways, here we are at Yonge Street. I'm going to go north here And then the camera starts getting worse. Miko says you should have a choice to private healthcare if you have the money. Health case. No, I think everybody should just have good healthcare. And if you want private, you can go go anywhere you want, pay for it. MJM says awesome Lunar New Year premiere. Thank you. I hope you're talking about mine. All right, so that video has come to an end here. Let's close it. While we wait for the edibles to kick in, let's look at this. My device name is Buckfutter. This is my camera control software. Woo! All right, we're not that fucked up yet. So, Ali BHG says, "Lol, what?" Maybe it's starting to kick in. I don't know. Who knows? It'll kick in. Sapan says, "Johnny, I enjoyed the Lunar New Year video around Chinatown." You know what, Sapan? You beat me to a place. Sapan TTC Explorer. You beat me somewhere that has been requested. Toronto, you'll notice I watched the video, the red bar. I watched the whole thing. The Goopy Life is here. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Long time no see. It is going well. We are waiting for the edibles to kick in. But look at this. Sapan, I hope you don't mind me pimping your video a little bit, but you went down to the Scarborough Bluffs, a place I have said I was going to go to 100,000 times and just haven't yet gone. And here you are there, and it looks like we've got some snow flurries. Jellybean says, my old apartment was in this morning's video. Where was that apartment? Aunt Barb says, Thailand. Novell Koss was one of the people who requested the Bluffs. Yeah, Yogi requested that.
Good afternoon, YouTube friends.
Ooh.
It's Friday, January the 20th. Time is 2:20 p.m.
Well, I don't want to steal your thunder, Sapand, but I met Sapand on New Year's Eve. You can head over to his channel and check this out if you're curious about his video and his other videos on the Scarborough Bluffs. Jellybean says Stephanie Street, Stephanie Street, Stephanie Street. Stephanie Street. Ooh, so yeah, I walked, I started my video like here, right? Oh, didn't I start on St. Patrick Street? Did I go by Stephanie Street? I went like near Stephanie Street, but I don't think I went on Stephanie Street in the video. Am I missing something? Laura.
Contribution to your next tube of toothpaste. Better be Colgate. LMFAO. Love ya. Smiley face.
Thank you, Laura, for the $5 contributing to 45% of you floss every day. 55% of you don't. The 55% of you who don't floss every day, what are you doing? I'm not your dentist, but I'm not qualified to give medical or health advice in any way, but get flossing, people. It like literally, I've had nothing but perfect x-rays since I started flossing every day. Colgate Optic White, I only use like the top tier toothpaste. $5.99 for a tube of this shit. Who is $15.898 for two? $7.97 for a tube? Fuck yeah, look at that. 4 for $7.97. Are you telling me that I should switch to Colgate where you literally, I would pay the same amount for one tube when I can get this value pack of the good shit for $7.97? I don't know, Laura. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to put that super chat to the test and check out. Whoa! Crest. Oh, I thought this was toothpaste. Those are white strips. Crest 3D White Glamorous Whitening Mouthwash. What the hell kind of marketing is that? Crest 3D. What is 3D White? 21st Century says no fluoride in the drinking water. Why are we drinking fluoride? How does that make any sense? I don't know. I don't want to be one of those conspiracy people, but it doesn't make sense that we drink fluoride like it actually doesn't. But anyways, maybe you can find a 3-in-1 toothpaste. Do they have a 3-in-1 toothpaste? 3 value pack. Oh, the Colgate Optic White 3 value pack, $8.47. Now we're talking. That might be a deal. JK says regular toothpaste is the way to go. The other crap ruins your enamel. I am all about ruining my enamel. Like I said, don't take advice from me. 3-in-1. Oh, we don't have... Oh, there we go. Look at this. Dial Men Hydro Fresh 3-in-1 hair, body, and face wash. This has been carefully formulated for your hair, your body, and your face, and it's only $3.97. Why is it only for men? Like, is there some scent that if a woman used this, you'd be like, ew, you smell like a man? Like, I don't understand. I guess only men are dumb enough to buy this kind of product. Holy shit, Johnny, you're cracking out on bathroom products. He'll be ordering chips soon. Anyways, I think that's a fine product. Lisa uses Dial. I use Dial body wash. Are we already into the body washes? Where is it? This goes on sale for like... There we go. This other shitty color. I get like the blue. I like the blue. This one's $4.97. But if you want Manuka Honey Enriching Body Wash, $2.82. Look at that. The only thing that sucks about these body washes is this cap is stupidly cheap. Like that shit will just snap off and break. It's to the point where I keep an older one of these with a good cap just in case the cap breaks on my current one. I can like swap it in there, but that's the downside. The cap is shit, but the body wash is excellent. Anthony uses Active Men Plus. Chris Mills does the Aveeno. Anyways, why are we looking at this? What does this have to do with anything? JK says just soap. That Dial shit uses too many chemicals. Laura says, how does it break? Maybe these like disgustingly strong man fingers rip it off every time I try to open it. I don't know. Transit. TTC night bus drivers who don't let in weirdos. Thank you. I sense that is a very difficult topic to tightrope walk. What distinguishes a weirdo from someone who has every right to the bus? I don't know. I'm not going to go in there, but yes, thanks. TTC drivers. What are some small ways you're noticing Toronto is declining? Uh-oh. This is kind of potentially bad stuff. TTC, not enough shelters, people doing drugs in broad daylight on public transit or on the sidewalk. Unprovoked assaults and homicide where the people aren't known to each other increase. Okay, this is depressing. I wish all of that were untrue. How the hell does one forget their kid at the theater? Cigarette smoke from neighboring apartment unit. I've been getting so frustrated because management isn't doing anything about the smoke, and I can't figure out the source of it so I can confront the person. Anyone have any ideas? I know it's coming from the air vent on the balcony, so I'm thinking of covering it with carbon filters. Does anyone know? I don't know. Call the landlord-tenant people if your landlord is doing nothing. Anyways, this doesn't seem like it's going to be very fruitful going through these, so let's just close it. What is this? What is this? Miko says there are still lots of Uber cyclists at Yonge and Eglinton. I think Yonge and Eglinton is like food delivery person central. There's so many restaurants and like takeout places here that it's just, I don't think there's a higher percentage of like delivery drivers in any neighborhood than Yonge and Eglinton, which is weird because almost everybody is within like 5 minutes walking to these places. Clayton, I have not yet read it, but I will get to it soon. I haven't gone into my emails yet. Lisa says there are fucking food couriers on bikes everywhere. Yeah, but not like this neighborhood. This neighborhood, like, yeah, it's insane here. Maybe it's just the way the intersection funnels everyone through a few narrow sidewalks. This is fucked up. Ontario couple tracking lost baggage, shocked that Air Canada gave it to charity. What Air Canada does, if they give you a settlement on your baggage, I lost it, and then they cut you a check, they then get to keep your baggage and sell it. So what happened was that's what happened. And then these people, they put an air tag in it and found their baggage in like a warehouse. And they're like, hey, can we just get our bags back? Like, we know exactly where it is. We can see you holding it. Give us our bags back. We'll even return the money you gave us. And Air Canada was like, no. And then they just went ahead and sold all their shit. So, yeah, that seems kind of wrong to me. I don't know. I think that seems kind of wrong. The Office Experience is coming to Toronto. That's coming to Yorkdale Mall, I saw. This is shitty. Toronto bar owner fighting aggressive cancer is also trying to reverse home eviction notice. Yeah, they're saying that family is moving into her unit. Really, I don't know. We need better protections there. Toronto expected to get a massive dump of snow this week. Sweet. Susie doesn't use Air Canada. You go Eva Air or Cathay Pacific. But that's not an option if you're not going to Asia. If you're going to Asia, yes, those are the two best airlines, hands down. But what if you're going somewhere else? You know, and Air Canada and WestJet are often the best options for Canadians, as shitty as that sounds. JK says no more luggage, all carry-on. Yeah, I have been preaching to the carry-on only choir for a very long time. Hey, look, it's Devin Sullivan. I saw you in the chat talking about one of your videos, so I pulled you up. I pulled up your channel to see how it was going while I was waiting for the stream to start. Yeah, that's what I'm doing like 10 minutes before the stream. I'm just reading your chats, just quietly creeping everyone out. This saying to me, you can fly on Porter Airlines for $1 next month, but you have to act fast. Airport fees and taxes will still apply. How do I do this? Porter Airlines are offering travelers the chance to purchase flights for $1, but there's a catch. As part of the airline's celebration to fly off to their new jet destinations, people can buy a plane ticket for $1 on their inaugural and return flight plus airport fees and taxes. What that means is the $1 fee plus the taxes. In other words, the round trip tickets could cost travelers anywhere between $81 and $97, which is still cheaper. How do I do this? How do I do this? The Porter Airlines flights will take off February 1st and run until February 26th. And we can use this promo code here. Join us aboard these special flights. Should I do this? Should we go somewhere? Should we go somewhere? Round trip fare with taxes and fees. Toronto Pearson to Ottawa, $96. Toronto to Montreal, $97. Toronto to Halifax, $97. Toronto to Edmonton, $93. Toronto to Vancouver, $83. Can we do that? Toronto Pearson to Vancouver, February 7th, $83. Can we do that? Toronto to Vancouver. February what? February 7th. No, I want to leave on the 7th. What? I'm not that high. February 7th. Okay, we're going to come back on the 9th. 1 adult. Jelly Bean, $10 plane ticket fund. Thank you, Jelly Bean, for the $10. Thank you very much. Promo code. What's the... Use the promo code PDE24U. Come on. Give me that cheap, sweet flight. Oh, fuck off. Saturday, February 4th from 284. So this does not... They don't have it. They don't have it. Okay. Calgary, February 22nd. Everett C, have a safe flight. Thank you, Everett C, for the $20. Thank you so much, Everett C. Does anyone want to go to Calgary? Why isn't Calgary coming up? You had the wrong Toronto airport. No, I don't. I have YTZ. I have YTZ. Is Vancouver YBR? Yeah, I think it... Well, this is their own page. No, but we want Calgary. This might not be the best thing to do. Edmonton. Sorry, no matches found. Why? What do you mean no matches found? Thank you again, Everett C. Okay. Toronto Pearson to Montreal. Montreal. What's our depart here? We're going to try this one. If this doesn't work, we're going to extend our middle fingers. February 1, 2, and 3. Depart February 1. Return. Let's come back on the 3rd. We'll go to Montreal for 2 days. We got to enter in our code PD24U. Steven says it's Pearson. Oh, we got to fly from Pearson? Okay, we'll flip that. We'll flip that to Pearson. We'll see if it makes a difference. Sorry if I haven't been paying attention. Toronto, Montreal, February 1. Let's see if this does anything. Wednesday, February 1st from $48. What time is that flight? No, I want this $48 one. 5:15 p.m. Okay. I get one carry-on bag. Should I choose Freedom for $702 or Flexible for $48? Freedom, Flexible $48, Freedom $702. I think we should do that one. Coming back Friday, February 3rd. $49. Ooh, 7:05 is very early. 9:35 sounds good. 7:55, then I got to carry it. I'd like to come back and have my whole day. Let's see about that. Lowest fare from 49. Can we do it? Okay, so again, Flexible $49, Freedom $703. Which one should I do? That's tough. I feel like the $703 is going to be a little expensive for what we're trying to do. Woo! Wednesday, February 1st, $48. Friday, February 3rd, $49. How much is this going to cost me? All in. All in. Let's go, baby. Here's the part where I close my screen out. First name. Last name. Gender. Gender is that. Year of birth, 19 something. Day, November the something. VIP porter number. I ain't got none of that. Let's pop in my email address. Let's pop in my phone number. Primary purpose of this trip. Leisure. I love saying leisure. Okay, it's got my name. Protect your trip. The world of travel has changed. No, I don't want to purchase travel insurance right now. Chris Mill says taxes and fees will be more than your flight. We're just trying to sit. Starter pack. First checked bag. I don't want to check any bags. Select bundle. No, I don't want these fucking bundles. Stop trying to upsell me shit. I'm just trying to get to the price. Unfortunately, it's got my like personal information now on every screen. Let's see. I think we're okay now. Yeah, it's got my full last name there. All right. Let's choose a window seat. I have chosen a window seat. Return. Let's choose a window seat. Continue to baggage. I'm going to be like, I booked this flight when I was high. Personal item included. Carry-on bag included. Okay. No checked bags. Continue without bags. Sorry, guys. You're just going to have to trust me that I'm... No. Look at this nonsense they're trying to do. They're trying to get me to pay extra money for a change flight option, flight change and refund option. Okay, let's see where this goes. Sorry, I've not been following the chat so closely. All right, I don't think this has got my personal stuff on the screen. Purchase summary, itinerary, $97. Flight option, 0. Cost breakdown, $97. All right, let's go to the next screen. I agree to these fair rules and conditions of carriage. I can totally do this. I can do this with PayPal. How does that sound? Should I do this with PayPal? I've got enough in my PayPal to do this. But if you do credit card, yeah, all right. I'm actually pumping my credit card number into... Am I really going to Montreal? 2023. You know what? This is good. If I went to Vancouver, I have a feeling that... What's my address? What the fuck? Where do I... Okay. Avenue Road. Country. Province or state. City. I don't even know where I'm like gonna stay. Complete purchase total $97.01. I mean, even if I don't go, I bought a plane ticket round trip for $97. That's pretty fucking cool, right? Either way. Processing payment. Thank you for booking your flight with Porter Airlines. A copy of your itinerary will be sent to coolsexyhandsomedude@gmail.com. Be prepared for travel. Visit our travel and COVID-19 page to learn more about important travel requirements. Let me just make sure that there's no super personal information on here. So I'm basically going for like 1 day. Flight number, aircraft, porter. Yeah. I booked a flight. I just booked a fucking flight for $97. We're going to Montreal for a day and a half. You know what? This is going to be worth it. I'm going to get 2 airport videos out of it. I have a shitload of Aeroplan points, which I can just put into like a free hotel. So I'm going to get a hotel video out of it. I'm going to get 2 airport videos out of it. I'm going to do a live stream while I'm there. So I'm going to get a live stream out of it. And then I'll get like 1 or 2 walking videos out of it. Like, this is pretty good. Like $97 for a fucking... Okay, let me... Oh no! I booked the 7:55 p.m. flight back. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna come back 7:55 p.m. I'll just have to have my hotel hold my bag. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know about that 7:55. That's a bit of a fuck up. I thought I was getting the earlier flight, but at least I have that day as well. Passenger details. I don't think I've ever booked a flight where I didn't have to give my passport before. All right. So I can confirm I have been charged $97. This is cool. I feel like I'm in Asia. Like I've flown from like Vietnam, like I did Ho Chi Minh City to Bangkok once for like $80. I've done I've done all kinds of like really cheap flights, but this is exciting. This is exciting. All right, let's get that off of here. But we are going for when is February 2nd? Damn it. It's like 2 weeks from now. Oh, what am I doing? JK says good call. Montreal rocks. I don't normally ever choose the window seats, but I did on this one just because it's such a short flight. Lisa says a week. It's not in a week. It's in it's in like a week and a half. Rick Friday says Johnny try the nightclub Foufoun's Electrique in Montreal. Your Walter Midian says can't sleep. All right. What else can we do? How much hotel in Montreal? Uh-oh. I do have the power of... Where are we going? We're going to Montreal. I mean... Thank you again, Carsto. So we're checking in the 1st. And we're checking out the 3rd. This could be bad. This $680 for 2 nights. $126. Hotel Courtier des Spectacles. Sonder Maisonneuve, downtown Montreal. $278 plus 51 taxes. All right, so I'm probably about $200 for a hotel. Quality Inn, Centerville, Samson, Montreal. Yeah, this isn't going to be that bad. Hotel Abri du Voyageur for $126. That's downtown Montreal. The apartment. Yeah, I'm going to... Econo Lodge. That sounds up my alley. Best Western Plus Montreal downtown. Hotel Europa. I don't know. I can do like a video like Amoyo says, why not look for an Airbnb? I like doing hotels. I like the front desk experience, right? I like just there being somebody there, like, hi, I'm here. Like, give me my keys. I like that. Oh, ooh, this place looks nice. And it's in the plateau. The plateau is awesome. Ooh. Ugh. Don't want to sleep in that. But that looks good. What are we looking at here? Excellent breakfast included. Free cancellation until 11:59. Small double room with bunk bed. 2 bunk beds. Double room with shared bathroom. Sorry, I can't do a shared bathroom. Double room with private bathroom. 210 plus 34. So this isn't going to be bad. I think bed in 8-room mixed dormitory. Lol, I did the same thing to that bed, says Marie Palmer. Here's my challenge. I have to make this trip completely pay for itself. That's my personal challenge, is to make this basically a free trip. I can do it. I think. Hotel, Universal Montreal, David Hotel. Anything over $300 is just gonna, unless I can use my Aeroplan points. I'm gonna get into hotel find-ins tomorrow or something, but yeah, we're going to Montreal for a day and a half. How is that? Novell Cost says, I don't think I've ever had any of your trips pay for yourself. I find it helps to, sometimes put on some high heels and a little short dress and a big purse and stand on the corner for a while. Then no, that is not at all how you make a trip pay for itself. All right, we got to get out of that line of thought. Laura says, use your points. Don't stay anywhere gross. That is true. Why not the place you stayed before, says Whippy Dude. The place I stayed before was not cheap. It was, what did I stay before? Montreal Hotel Particulier, right? Hotel Particulier, Drummond Street. Where did I stay before? Johnny Strides Montreal Hotel. Le Saint Martin. Le Saint Martin. Le Saint Martin. How much is this shit going to cost me if I went there? Yeah, that would be $476 plus 90. Remember, when I went to this pretty nice hotel, it was in the middle of the pandemic. Hotels were like desperate. Like this hotel was like a quarter booked. The restaurants weren't open in the hotel. The bar wasn't open in the hotel. They were like begging for guests. Now that we're like post-pandemic, they're back up to their full ass price. So I'm not going to pony out to go to this standard of hotel, unfortunately. Whippy Dude says it had the isolator problem. Yeah, and I rented a car and drove up last time, didn't I? And I parked in like, I don't know. Colette says, what about a hotel sponsorship? That piles into one of the quizzes I have, actually. I did that with one of the Bangkok hotels I stayed at. Johnny Strides Bangkok Hotel. I did that with these people at the Standard. They hooked me up with a like sick room in a unbelievable hotel. I still had to pay for it, but they gave me like a pretty good discount. And all I had to do was make this video of me jumping like an idiot. Actually, the Standard... Let's see. If we search the Standard Bangkok review, the Flip Flop Traveler got 66,000 views. Mine got 124,000 views. Oh, this guy got some good views. 748 views. Yeah, I don't know. I think I did well on that. Anyways, tying into that, since we have now booked a hotel, or we've booked a trip on a stream without even like thinking about it really. Like, you know what I should do? I should just pretend I went. Remember, who was it on The Office who said he went to Thailand and he really just went to Florida? That was like Brian or something. The personal hygiene test, the stubbornness test, the breakup test. I'm going to take the annoying influencer test because why the fuck not? Let's see how this works. How often do you offer to promote people or their business instead of paying for the food, amenities, or services they give you? I've done it once in running my channel for 3 years on that trip to Bangkok. That's it. How often do you offer? So not how often do people offer you. How often do I offer? I've done it once. So I'm going to say every few years. Do you get upset when people refuse to give you free stuff or to comp your bill in exchange for social media exposure? I don't get upset at all. They are allowed to say no. Any other answer, you are a douchebag. Have you ever recorded yourself doing a good deed? I'll say yeah a few times. Like I've held the door open for people and stuff, but I don't intentionally do that. I'm not looking for pats on the back. How about a hostel? No, I'm 42. I'm not sleeping in a hostel. I'm not putting my stuff in a locker, listening to other people text away on their phones all night, lining up to use a bathroom, which is probably like, no, I'm not a snob, but we come to a point in our life where hostels are not an option. If it doesn't have its own bathroom, it's not an option. Be totally honest. Do you edit and or add filters to your photos? Nope. I don't. I'm not that kind of influencer. I'm not like an Instagrammer. Have you ever photoshopped yourself into a photo of a place you never actually visited, changed your home decor to make it look like you were staying somewhere new, or otherwise lied to your followers about where you were or what you did that day? I'm going to say never. And if I ever lied, it was like a completely harmless white lie. Ali BHG says your thumbnail. But you can see the chair and the background. I don't really do that, right? Like it's pretty obvious I'm not there. I'm going to say no, never. Have you ever taken a picture in a situation that was incredibly dangerous just to get views and likes? No. Here, I'm going to ask a question. Would you stay in a hostel? Yes or no? Would you stay in a hostel? I'm not going to stay in a hostel. You're at a memorial / monument that honors a tragic time in history. Do you use the opportunity to take a selfie that honors a tragic time in history? You know what? I do have a picture of me in front of the 9/11 memorial in Manhattan. Only if other people are taking selfies or no one is around. I saw other people doing that there too. When you're out with friends, family, or your significant other, are you mostly on your phone taking photos and or posting updates to your followers about where you are and what you're doing? No. Even when I post pictures of like me eating from like a restaurant Instagram, that's always like after the fact. That's like the next day or something. I'll put that on there. Have friends, family, romantic partners, or strangers ever complained about how much time and effort you spend on your influencer stuff? Yes. Do you have a fake account or several in which you respond to your own posts as a fan? No. The answer is no. I don't know if it's no. I would never do that, but the answer is no. Anthony says you're always in restaurants and you take photos. Yeah, but I don't like... If I take the photo, I then forget about it and like upload that later. I don't do that in front of company. Your score is 23. You're one of the good ones. You seem to be using your influencing powers honestly and with good intentions, at least most of the time. I am getting... Anyways, that was a stupid quiz. That wasn't very fun. Let's do another one. Should we do another one? It's 8:32. We are 1 hour in. It's been about an hour since I took our edible. We've only bought a plane ticket. And we're at 208 viewers. Cheers. Holy shit for the Johnny Stumbles crowd. This is a lot. Action VJ says, check out Selena Hostels. 16% of you said yes. 84% said no. I feel like if you're under 25, your answer is going to be very different than if you're over 25. All right. Should I do the personal hygiene test? Frankie says private room and hostels are the way to go. You still get the benefit of socializing without dealing with random strangers. I wouldn't hate that if like it was a quiet place overall, and if the room had a safe and if it had its own bathroom, like I could do that, but I don't know. I'm not really looking to like, if I'm socializing when I'm on a vacation, it's not with other people in like the hotel or hostel. It's like with someone I met randomly at a bar later that night. Would you let a dog lick your face? This is the personal hygiene test. Yes. Very guilty of that. Laura says the hygiene test sort of fits in tonight's combo at the start of the stream. Do you think it is necessary to shower after sex? Thinking something and doing are two different things. Answer, yes. Reality, probably pass out at least half of the time. But yes, I think you should. Yes, I think you should. Do you always wash your hands after using the restroom? Who the fuck is going to say no on a live stream with 208 people watching? No, I don't. I go into the bathroom and, you know, just get a whole bunch of bodily fluids in my hand and then don't. Well, why would you? Anyways, no. I wash my fucking hands, yes. And especially if I'm in a public bathroom, I am paranoid of like, we've all been there, right? You've been in a bathroom and you've heard the flush, you've seen the stall door open, and then you've watched a guy just walk right out of the bathroom and you're like, what the fuck just happened? We've all seen that. I never want to be that guy. In fact, I will go out of the bathroom and tell my friends and point, be like, that's the guy who went out of the stall and now he's got a pretzel in his hand and he's feeding his girlfriend, but he did not wash that shit. I will like tell everyone I know that you did that, right? Like, wash your hands, right? It is just, even if you don't touch anything, even if you're one of those people that like unzips and you're all hands free, you're like, I'm not touching myself. And then you zip back up. You still touched shit in the bathroom, right? Like, just clean your fucking hands. Anyways, enough about that. Every time you go over to your new boyfriend or girlfriend's house, it's filthy. What do you do? Nothing? Talk to him or her about the mess, break up. If it's like they have blankets and like harmless stuff all over the place and it's just a mess, I don't fucking care. People can live however they want. If it's like unhygienic, like yesterday's Chinese leftovers are still on the coffee table and there's just like ants walking around and there's like food left out. Hey, what was that sound? Something happened. If it's like that, then I would talk to him or her about the mess. I'm not going to break up unless it's super bad. But if it's just like a tidiness thing, I don't care. If it's like I'm going to say talk to him or her about the mess. I'm going to assume there's some hygiene ramifications here. How often do you wash your sheets? Every week? How often do you wash your duvet cover? Every 2 weeks? I hate taking my duvet out of the duvet cover and then like putting that fucking thing back in. So I'm a big fan of when you change your sheets every week, I flip the duvet cover. And since I have like a queen and I only sleep on one side of the bed, I actually think I could rotate it in such a way I could get like 4 uses out of it. I tend to wash it every other week, but I do wash my sheets and pillowcase covers and towels. Well, towels get like 2-3 days, then they're in the hamper. But anyways, would you use a public toilet without lining it first? I build a fucking fortress on that toilet seat out of toilet paper. I know. Sorry, Naughty Brown. I know that it can be bad for the environment to do that, but I literally like build a fort and then I sit down and like I sink down into the toilet paper and it's quite comfortable. Yes. If I have to do the sitting thing in public, I do that. Yes. Would you use a public toilet without line? No. I think most people are of the same. Would you be comfortable wearing the same underwear 2 days in a row? If I were in a coma, yes, but generally no. No, it just doesn't feel right. I don't know. I fucking walk 20,000 steps a day at least. So no. Would you use your partner's toothbrush or let him or her use yours? SR Gots just joining in. I bought a plane ticket on this stream. You missed that. And I took a very strong edible and just finished my light beer. What do you guys say? And let's end this poll. 97 people voted. 18% said yes to staying in a hostel. 82% said no. Would you use your partner's toothbrush? Only if I had like it was electric, like this one here, and I could like pop off the head and put on another head. But I'm assuming otherwise, no. Here's the thing. I would let them use my toothbrush, sure, but I would not want it back. I would expect a new toothbrush the next time I needed one. So my answer is actually yes, I would let them use it, but I'm not going to take it back and use it. Therefore, my answer is no. Did I overthink that one? But I would question being with someone who willingly used, why? No, for your own good, I'm not going to let you use it. You drop a cookie on the sidewalk. Do you pick it up and eat it? On the sidewalk, not on your carpet, on your kitchen floor, on the counter, on the sidewalk. No, that's gross. Jenny K says, who drops a cookie? Clayton says 5-second count. Do you pee in the shower? Fuck yes. Yes, and yes. You can't tell me you don't. Yeah, I get it pretty close to the drain, generally speaking. But like 100%. This is like, okay, I'm going to ask you guys a very personal question. It's a yes or no. But I can tell if you are lying based on your answer. Let's see. What percentage of people out there in the stream pee in the pool? Not the ocean. I think we all pee in the ocean. But who pees in the pool? Remember, this is anonymous. I cannot see your result. I cannot call you out. MJM Review says I pee in my baths. You are expelled from the stream. There's just not enough water there for your disgusting pee to diffuse into the rest of it. But do you pee in the shower? Yes. How is this not hygienic? I mean, what if you were hit by a stingray, right? And then you were in the shower. My score is 75. Germs are your enemy, and you've staged an all-out war against them. No one could accuse you of being messy. Your place is probably clean enough to eat dinner off the floor. I would not do that. There's always the possibility of taking cleanliness a little too far. For example, do you shower several times a day? I do, but I'm also out there walking a lot. I showered twice today. Blah, 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 blah. So keep washing your sheets and changing your underwear, but don't go overboard with the scrubbing, whether it's your skin or the floor. And if you feel like your cleanliness is becoming a bit obsessive, you don't have to worry about that. It might be a good time to speak to a mental health professional. I love that. That is such an awesome disclaimer. They could put this at literally the end of everything. Like if you're getting carried away with whatever this subject is, might be a good time to speak to a mental health professional. Man, yes, go get some therapy. Let's see how we're doing. 31% of you pee in the pool, and 69% of you lie. I'm not telling you how I would answer that question, but I think I just did. People are like, don't let Johnny stumbles into your pool. I put pool because Ali BHG shower. We've done that question on this wonderful live stream before. And I think we had like 75, 80% of people saying, yeah, they pee in the shower. Reality is 100% of people do that. You can't tell me you don't, or you don't have the bits to go pee. But I thought the pool would be a little spicier. The stubbornness test. Should I do the stubbornness test or the breakup test or the love versus money test? We got 3 tests. Essergots, I'm going to call you out. The reason I peed in our pool was because I didn't want to get out, dry off, or go into the house, get cold, and then have to go back into the pool. Is that everyone's reason for peeing in the pool? That is one thing I really, really liked about sitting next to the ocean in Koh Samui. Just drinking my face off. Every once in a while, you would see other dudes do it too. Probably girls too. But they pretended to be doing other things. But you would see a guy get up, walk in, get to the water, was just above his waist, stand there, kind of pretend he's looking around, and then walk right back, towel off, sit down, and proceed to drink a beer and get some sun. Don't tell me that guy did not go piss in the ocean. Don't tell me he didn't. And of course, I do that dance too. We all do that. We all do that. Devin says breakup test, seconded. Also keep in mind, like, it's salt water. I'm pretty sure you can just pee right through your trunks, and by the time you're out of the ocean, you're clean. I don't know. I think everyone just assumes you're clean. If it's fresh water, like, would you pee in the lake? That's not salt water. There's a good question. Would you pee through your bathing trunks in a lake, not a sea or ocean? I probably wouldn't. I would feel like you would just be sliming yourself, and there's nothing there to like sterilize or clean it. I don't know. I saw some votes for the breakup test. Didn't we? I think we might have done the blind date test in a previous one. Robert says Lake Erie is the same as the ocean pretty much. Is it a salt lake? Salt Lake City, Utah. Moving on after a breakup takes time. Support, self-love, and comfort food. Do you have a hard time letting go of someone? Continue save test. Your significant other dumped you a month ago and you still have some of their belongings. I fixed it for you. Just put there. What? Do you return them? Yes, I return your shit. I'm a decent person. It's your stuff. It's not mine. Even if I hate your guts, I'm going to go out of my way to bring it to you or bring it to a place where you can get it. Property is property. Your shit's not mine. Your fiance called off the wedding 3 months ago. You're out on the town trying to have fun and you hit it off with a very attractive person. Do you go for it without thinking about your ex? Oh, ex. This says your fiance. So that kind of means current. It doesn't say your ex-fiance. It just says your fiance. Do you go for it without thinking about your ex? I will probably think about them, but I'm still going for it. Yes, yes, yes. You haven't spoken to your ex after they broke up with you a month ago. They call out of the blue and asks if you would like to go to brunch. Their parents, who you've always liked, are in town and would love to see you. Do you go? Is this a free brunch? If it's free, I don't see the harm. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. But if it was free, I would think about it. You have just broken things off with your significant other after 2 years. When your mother asks how your relationship is going, what do you say? Give her a small recap of the breakup and move on. Burst into an uncontrollable crying fit. You have just broken things off. If I just broke them off, I'm going to change the subject because maybe it'll change in a week or two, right? I don't want to have that conversation and then have to walk it back a week ago because it was a stupid fight because she didn't like that I used her toothbrush or something like that. And then they came around to it and were like, that's okay. So we're going to change the subject. After a year of dating, the person you thought was the one dumps you. It's been a month since the breakup and your best friend insists that you need a night on the town. What do you do? It doesn't say a night on the town. It's not saying you're going to a swingers club. A night on the town is just going out and having fun. Yes, go out and have fun. What kind of stupid question is that? 6 months after a breakup, do you still miss having sex with your ex? What is my current status? What is my current status? That has everything. But I would like to think after 6 months, I would be over it. Hello, Harry Park. You've come to a stream where I've made a fool of myself. Have you ever slept with a clothing item that belonged to your ex after you guys broke up? What kind of weird kink is that? No. 6 months after a painful breakup, are there any pictures of your ex still on display in your phone? In your home? I read that as phone. No. In my home? Who the fuck puts pictures of people up in their homes anymore? It's 2023. No offense to people who do that. No, but there's probably lots littered in my Google Photos, and depending on who I'm dating next, that may or may be an issue, right? In Korea, what's interesting, when I lived in Korea, when you dated somebody, they would expect your phone to have no trace of your exes. They would think that if you had your photos of them anywhere in your phone, that was a bad thing. You had to delete that shit. You had to remove the number. You had to cleanse yourself of every ex you've ever had. Otherwise, you're in violation of Korean dating code. Have you ever called an ex and then hung up just to hear his or her voice again? No, that's fucking weird. Have you ever driven by an ex's house to see what he or she was up to? That's, you're, no offense, but kind of creepy if you've done that, right? Your score is 85. You move on pretty quickly after a breakup. In fact, you seem to get back onto the playing field faster than the Flash gets from point A to point B. Maybe you haven't really been in love. Oh, how does it know all this shit? How does it know all this shit? But what I do know As I am out of fluids, I will be back in a second. And I know I am a anti-Loblaws Weston person, but I got these for Christmas from my mom. And I'm starting to feel a little snacky. So I'm going to have a decadent chocolate chunk cookie and a boobly. Oh, this... What color do you think this can is, by the way? What color do you think this can is? Diane Hill says those are the best cookies, though. Oh, they are. You know what I worked on before this? A bag of chewy decadent cookies. If you've never had a decadent cookie, don't, because you'll be supporting a family of assholes who want us all to suffer and be poor. But if you come across them for free, do eat them because they are excellent. Now I'm getting cookie crumbs all over me. Jenny K says, I have and I want one. Who cares? They are good cookies. Someone needs to clone this shit. These are so good. Oh. Have I done the love versus money test? Let's do the love versus money test. Whoa, where's the first question? Would you ask your fiance to sign a prenup? Jenny K says yes. Yes to what? Yes to I've done it, or yes to I should do it? Would you ask your fiance to sign a prenup? What are they going to... What does this mean, guys? Yep, says Action VJ. Yes, I should do it, or yes, I have done it. What are they going to take? Like this microphone? Like one of my smartphones? What, a camera? Like a fucking... Steven says, yes, I have. Oh, we'll do it quickly then. No, my answer is no. You've been dating someone for almost a year. When you find out he or she is heavily in debt, would you end the relationship? No, but I would give them a talking to. Your spouse cheats on you. To make it up for it, she buys you a new Mercedes. Oh, I remember. We've done this. I'm going to quickly do it. Do you forgive him or her? Yes. You can do whatever the hell you want if you're buying me a Mercedes. Just get tested. Just be clean and keep buying me the Mercedes. It's fine. Would you financially support your partner if he or she was a struggling artist? No. Yes, no matter how long it takes for him or her to turn a profit. Yes, but only for a year. No, I'd tell him or her to get a real job. If I was in love with someone and I had the means to support them, I would. Regardless as to I think yeah, I would support them. There's a big if there. If I had the means to support them. I can't even support a fucking guinea pig, so no. If you were set up on a blind date, which of the following would you most likely do? Insist on knowing what the person does for a living before accepting. Ask what the person does for a living after accepting. Agree to the date, no questions asked. We are diving in head first. Would you refuse to date someone who didn't have a car? No. If your partner made more money than you, would you insist that she pay for all your personal expenses? What kind of dick am I? No. Would it bother you if your partner made you a birthday gift rather than buying one? It depends what it is. If it's a heart they drew on a piece of paper and cut out with scissors, then that would piss me off. I won't lie. I would seriously question what kind of person you are. But if it's like, if they like knitted me a sweater, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know I did this before, but we're doing it quick. But would it bother you if your partner made you a birthday gift? It depends what it is. I'm going to say no. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Would you refuse to go out with a fast food worker? No. What kind of dick would refuse that? Would you marry a 90-year-old billionaire? Yes. Yes. 80. You would choose love over cash, no matter how much money was thrown at you. Didn't I literally just choose cash in the last one? Deep down, you're a hardcore romantic. You believe love conquers all and is not influenced by such superficial things as material wealth and possessions. All right. Anthony says making gifts means it comes from the heart. Not in my I drew a heart in a piece of paper and cut it out example. Hey, should we buy... If you're just tuning in, I'll be going to Montreal in a week and a half. At least I spent $97 on a plane ticket, which, so if I don't end up going, it's like I don't actually even feel that bad. I could at least go to the air. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. The stubbornness test. Let's do this. Let's do the stubbornness test. Are you currently holding on to a long-standing grudge or grievance from years ago? Yes, several actually. Jenny K is glad to see this. I am. If I go to a restaurant and you give me bad service, I will hold that against you. If you are 6Buzz TV and you steal my video, I will hold that against you. I'm a very grudgy person. So yes. Jeanette says 90-year-old billionaire. Have you been issued more than 2 tickets for the same violation? Speeding, not making a full stop, not moving your car when the meter runs out? Honestly, no. I've had like 2 tickets my whole life. I have only received a few for different reasons. There we go. After watching you do a task, an experienced colleague taps you on the shoulder and mentions that there's a much faster way to do it without cutting corners or affecting the quality. She offers to show you how. Would you try her method? I would, because it's faster. I would probably switch to her method, but then slow it down to take as much time as my older method. Therefore, I am working less, but taking up the same amount of time. So I'm getting paid. Yeah, that's what, like, really, that's probably what I would do. I think most of you would do that too. All right, Devin, have a good night. Several friends, romantic partners, and family members have pointed out a fault that they feel you should really work on. And now your newest partner has just mentioned it too. What do you do? Is it my big nose? I'd be more conscious of this behavior and try to change it. I'd ask for examples of this fault in action to see if they can prove their claim or if they're just being purposefully nasty. Even if what they're saying about me is true, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just how I am. I'd ignore their comments. They're projecting their own faults on, several friends, romantic partners, and family members have all pointed out the same thing, and a partner just pointed it out. I'm going to try to be a little more conscious of it and change it. I'll tell you something. If you watch this. Here's something that someone pointed out. Johnny Strides 2021 walk. Watch this. No, that's 2021. Or more like, listen to this. Come on, talk, you idiot. Talk. Let's see. Mention the street.
Like the year 21 itself, I don't think this one will make a whole lot of sense.
Mention the street name. Talk.
And this is Young Street.
Oh no. Okay, so that didn't prove my point. I said young street. All right, Laura, have a good night. You pray you don't dream about me pissing in the shower. We all piss in the shower. A few people pointed out that I did this thing called S-backing. The first real known instance of this in like popular culture, like I think was George Bush. But since then, it has taken over. In fact, a lot of YouTubers talk like this. A lot of people I watch talk like this. I've seen media personalities talk like it. I've heard people on the news do it. But instead of pronouncing ST as like st, like street, a lot of people, it's called S-backing because the way your tongue changes, say street. You will hear it, right? So you'll be watching a baseball game and the commentator will be like, that's strike three. And you won't even realize it, but he didn't say strike three. He said strike three. And it's just, I was watching UFC last night and they were talking about strikes, not strikes, strikes. And you will see this a lot on just YouTube, people walking around. And we're so used to hearing ST, also like SH, like street instead of street. We don't even notice it, but a few people pointed that out to me. And it bugged me, so I consciously tried to fix it. So there we go. There's an example. I don't know why I went down that chain, but yeah, I'll be more conscious of. I don't think that's really in the spirit of this question, but yeah, I will do that. High Fiver says, Ola JS, would you ignore an aggressive love interest or tell them to stop and go away? It's entirely dependent on the circumstances. An aggressive love, like what are they aggressive over? It might be something that you want to like keep around and embrace. It might be something you want to beat off with a stick. I don't know. That's a tough one. It really depends on the situation. Your friend believes in a conspiracy theory that you find absolutely ridiculous. Here's something I find absolutely ridiculous. Bill Gates is trying to control our mind through COVID vaccines. Yet, I heard people legitimately that I know try to say that this old man who is really into philanthropy who has everything he could ever want, is trying to do that. In spite of your well-structured argument explaining why it's a crazy, baseless theory, he refuses to see things your way. What do you do? It depends what it is. Tell him that he is being incredibly stubborn and foolish. Keep trying to convince him. Let it go. There's no point in trying to change his mind. I'm probably not going to be able to let it go. Like, if you're sitting here telling me some nonsense right to my face, and I know it's nonsense, I'm probably not going to let it go. No. In any cases, eat the damn cookie. Your friend provides evidence disproving a theory or belief you have. In fact, it's more than one piece of evidence, and from several reliable sources. What would you do? The word theory is a tricky one, because in the world of science, there is no greater state of knowledge than a theory, right? If something is a theory, it is basically irrefutable. Gravity is a theory, right? Evolution is a theory. That's like the ultimate state of knowledge that humans can ever achieve. So it's so weird that they use the word theory in the scientific phrase, because in English class, theory is like, what's your guess? What do you think happened, right? Theory has a completely different meaning. And stupid people think that like the theory of evolution, oh, it's just a theory that can't, it's like, no, you idiot. It's not a theory like that. It means there's a mountain of evidence. And yeah, it's growing and changing the mechanics of it. But at its core, it cannot be refuted or debunked. Anyways, I don't know why I just went on that little rant about the word theory. We'll assume it was the weed there. Your friend provides evidence disproving a theory or belief you have. In fact, it's more than one piece of evidence and from several reliable sources. What would you do? Trust this new evidence and change my belief. Examine this new evidence as objectively as possible and maybe start to reconsider my belief. Question the validity of his evidence and look for proof that my theory is correct. Dismiss his proof. I don't care if there is evidence disproving what I think. This depends on the nature of the subject, but I'm going to say number 2 is the only rational thing a human would do. Examine the new evidence objectively and maybe start to reconsider my beliefs, right? Mark S. had a Whopper and fries. You had a huge fight with your partner and have not spoken for a week. A week? That is a very long time. You still love each other very much and both want to continue the relationship. How likely is it that you would be the first one to break the silence and apologize for the role you played in the fight? I don't know. I definitely got some cookies left. I had a huge fight with my partner, but I still want to be with them. A week is huge. Like 2-3 days is the point where like, okay, this is ridiculous. A week, not a chance. I refuse to be the first one to say sorry. I would wait things out a little longer than a week in today's like short attention span world. Very likely I'm willing to say sorry when it's necessary. They should have rephrased this question to like 2 days. A week is stupid. I'm going to say very likely, but this question is stupid. It shouldn't be there. You're planning a trip with friends. They all want to go to the same place, but you prefer to go somewhere else. Despite your efforts to describe how amazing your option is, no one else is on board. What do you do? Tell them that if we don't go where I want, I won't be coming. Keep trying to convince them to change the plan. Go to the place they choose, but make it clear in my words and actions that I'm not happy about it. What kind of dick are you? Accept their decision and try to enjoy myself. Let it go as long as we're together having fun. I don't care where we are. The answer lies somewhere in these two. Selfishly, I'm probably just going to go to the place I want to go to later on anyways, alone. I've actually been in that position before. I'm going to accept their decision and try to enjoy myself. We'll go with that. Your boss calls you into her office Friday morning to tell you that the task you completed the day before was not done well. This has never happened before. She explains what needs to be fixed and informs you that she wants it done, handed in by the end of the day. What would you do? Well, it's my boss. I think I have to do it. If it's not possible to physically do it by the end of the day, I'll be like, if you want me to do this, it's not going to get done. And then all my other shit's not going to get done. And that's going to be on you. Leave it as is and pretend that I fixed it. Like the Penske file on Seinfeld. Make some of the changes she asked for, but not all of them. Change it exactly as she requested, but take my sweet time so that she has to wait after work for it. Make all the fixes she asked for and get it done by the end of the day or earlier. If it was simple, yeah, if I could do this with like very little effort, that's what I would do. Tell her that if she doesn't like the way I did the task, she can fix it herself. That's basically saying go F yourself. I'm going to say change it exactly as she requested, but take my sweet time so she has to wait after work for it. We're going to do that. You've been working on the same goal for 5 years with no real progress. Like my goal to be a professional bodybuilder. You are planning to open up a business with a friend. You've spent a lot of time and money and spoken to different experts for advice, but it's just not happening. You're both frustrated and not enjoying the process anymore. What do you do? Keep trying. I would refuse to give up on this. Talk to all the experts again and see if we can find a different approach. If not, I will drop the idea. Let this dream go and try to find something else to work towards. 5 years, we're going to let it go. Your score is 30. You're a very open-minded person. I'm kind of a stubborn asshole. Rather than being stuck in your ways, you're willing to try new things, see the world from different perspectives, and compromise when necessary. This shows mental flexibility, compassion, empathy, and courage. You are obviously a very handsome and successful YouTuber who many people look up to and aspire to be like. Please remember to use this great power for good and not bad, and always hold the door open for people, but I know you always do that anyways. Even when they are awkwardly too far away, you will sit there holding it, and then it'll turn out they're not even coming into your building anyways. So then you look to see if there's anyone else behind them and pretend that you were holding it for that particular person, but it turns out there isn't. So you slowly close the door and saunter away, minding your own business. That was a very detailed, right up there, and they nailed it. I said that today because I was leaving my apartment and there was somebody coming in, and she was like a good 30 feet away, and I had the door, and you have to like use your key fob to get in. And I saw like she didn't have her key fob in her hand. So I sat there and I like held the door. She noticed what I was doing and then started like running, like, okay, this guy's holding the door. I'm like 30 feet away. I'm going to get my ass there. So that happened. That inspired that little story. Okay, let's do one more. Do we have one more? And this will be it. Appearance. I feel like romance and sexuality is more fun. The blind date test. Didn't we do this? Did we do the bed hopper test? Do you have a voracious sexual appetite? I am not. The booty call test. Find it hard to tame the call of your inner sexual beast. The breakup test. The dating test. The commitment test. The fatal attraction test. The dirty mind test. Some of these are not appropriate. Let's do the dating test. Yeah, I haven't done this one. Let's do the dating test. We're not going to do those other ones. Not while I am on all of this THC. It is sativa though, right? Tread lightly. Start with one 30 milligram gummy. Allow 45 minutes to 90 minutes for any effect to occur. We are over 90 minutes. All right, let's just do the dating test and we will call it a day. On a typical first date, do you spend more time talking about your life than your dates? It depends on who and what. I'm going to say no. I'm smart enough to know you're not supposed to make it all about you. You can do that the next time. Would you answer your cell phone while on a date? Generally, no. But if it was like a relative and I don't know, if there was like shit going on, then yes, but no. All right, SR Gots, have a good night. When you ask for someone's number, do you always call when you say you will? Call? Who calls? We don't even need numbers anymore, right? Everyone can just DM. But yeah, I guess. After how many dates do you expect sex? We're going to go with no set schedule. We're going to play that one by ear. You're on a date that's going nowhere. What do you do? Try to make the best of it. Say this isn't working and get the hell out of there. Politely cut the date short. Try to make the best of it. I'm not a dick. Have you ever lied to cancel a date at the last minute? Yes. Have you ever met a future date while on a date? No. Have you ever made out in a restaurant on a first date? In a restaurant? In a not like they could have put like in a booth in a bar, like something kind of plausible, right? But in a restaurant, you don't make out in a restaurant on your 50th. You don't make out in a restaurant, period. No. Have you ever discussed your past relationship in detail on a first date? Only if I've been grilled for it and asked for it, yes. If not, no. I'm not going there. I never talk about that stuff. Have you ever told a bold-faced lie about yourself to impress a date? No. Everyone's grandma would agree. You're a keeper. You're courteous, kind, and truly interested in your date's feelings. When cruising the singles market, you put your best self forward. Did you ever think that I was doing this on a live stream in front of like 200 people and it'll eventually be seen by like over 1,000 people? And that might have shaped some of my answers. That might have changed the way I answered some of these questions because, you know, you don't want to get made fun of in the comments later. Like, let's just address the elephant in the room. How sincere are these answers? I think they're pretty sincere. Yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. Can't sleep. This is very meta. And we're going to close things out. So, yeah, I'm not exactly bouncing off the walls. Normally, my sweet spot is like 15 to 20 milligrams. And the last time I tried one of these, I was really feeling it, but I have been kind of slowly drinking since the Bills' tragic defeat to the Cincinnati Bengals. But we are going to say goodnight. I want to thank everyone. We got to end this poll here. Do you pee in the pool? 28% said yes. 72% of you lie or have never been in a pool. There we go. We have answered that question. Vivian Johnson says, Johnny, thanks. It was fun. Thank you, Vivian Johnson. Thanks to our mods. We got some really cool support. Thanks to the people who sent support. I bought a fucking plane ticket on this live stream. I bought a plane ticket on this live stream. I am flying away somewhere because of this live stream. That was kind of crazy. But thank you guys. Naughty Brown, Young Jedi, Brad Palmer, Hey Ree, Park Carsto, Jellybean, Anthony, Mark S, Susie, and everyone else. Can't Sleep, Sheena, Marge, Action, BJ, Gertej, Michelle, Naughty Brown, Sapand, Jenny K. I hope you enjoyed tonight's programming. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow. I might actually take another one of these just to... I mean, it's only 9:20. I've got an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm I'm currently working on. I started watching that 90s show on Netflix. Don't know what to feel about it. Don't know what to feel about it. I'm 2 episodes in. Maybe I'll give the third one a shot. It's better than Blockbuster. I'll give it that. It's better than Blockbuster. But anyways, guys, have a good night. I will be premiering a snowfall video in the morning. All right. Thanks again. Yoink.